All right, guys, so I want to break down this course and kind of how it works. So as you can see, once you're in, it's kind of titled We Are Computer Programmers. Your goal is to create a brand video ad for computer programming. And so these are the CodeHS courses that you have previously worked on. Okay, so here's the idea, right? So I made this kind of like a course as well, where you can, it'll give you a percentage as you complete each step of this project, and we'll do this over, over about 7 or 8 class periods, possibly, maybe less. We'll see. So here's what happens, right? So first, in this first ideation, find your creative direction, and so completing this will get you to about 12.5% completion. So for the first class, what we're looking at here is to start ideation. So what we'll do in our live session is we'll look at 2 videos. So once we click on what makes a great 60-second commercial, there'll be like a list of YouTube videos that you can kind of choose from and look and see if you can get some ideas from what's there. So it gives you a choice of videos. Okay, watch a few of those. Right here I said watch 2. So what we'll probably do on the live is breakout. Watch 2, share, or you might have a moment to yourself. You watch 2, you share amongst the group. If you're asynchronous, just watch 2 of them, watch a few, and get your ideas together. And then you're going to work through the prompts. So also you have storytelling for video beginners, and then there's a storyboard course here that you can look into. But first, before that, you're going to fill out this information. What moment in CodeHS surprised you and made you feel proud? You want to write that in here. What kind of program do you want to be someday? Like, let's say if you want to make games or anything like that. If you might even say, I'm not looking to really be a programmer, but it was really cool to try out some courses. So that's a good way to go as well. What is your tone? You've already done a style, and this was on your diagnostic, so you can really kind of play off of that style that you already had, or you can add to it. You want it to be high energy, you want it to be funny, you want it to be inspiring, right? And then you write a 1-sentence video hook, as you can see here in this blank. It says, I didn't just learn to code, I became a programmer. So something very simple that's catchy, that's a hook, okay? So once you've done them all, you just kind of check off what you've done. And so on the side of what you're doing, you might want to take some notes, right? When you take notes, or maybe you have like a Google document, you can just paste a link here and then submit and save, and you'll submit this task. That'll get you to 12.5% completion. Okay. Once you complete ideation, and this is all for the first lesson, I think you'll have enough time, because remember, the expectation is 50 total minutes of work. That's including class time. All right, so then the second one would be to create an actual storyboard. And so you have that storyboard kind of course that's here as well. If you click on that, it will open. If you click play, you'll be able to go throughout the course and learn about storyboarding, which a lot of you have already done. Back here, how to make a video storyboard as well. You click here, but in this course, this piece is where you actually create the storyboard. So you can make one in Canva. You can add the details here. What happens? What do you say? You would type that here, and then you will add a sketch image in here. So when you make a sketch, let's say you make a sketch, you draw it, take a picture, and then upload it here to the sketch portion when you click here. Or you can create it digitally in Canva or in Google Slides or somewhere else. Create a sketch or some kind of imagery of what you want that video to have as you're creating. Remember, you're creating a video ad with the CodeHS courses. So you're going to use your branding. You're creating this video ad, okay? And so this kind of showed you what the scenes could look like. You'll have a hook or intro. Then you'll show a scene from CodeHS lesson 1. Then you show a scene from CodeHS lesson 2, and then a scene from CodeHS lesson 3, and then some sort of a closing or outro. So technically, what we're looking at here is about 5 scenes, okay? You can add more as well, so you want to add those ideas down, and we'll go over more details in class. Check them off, add a upload or a link, and then move on to the next lesson. And then that's where we're going to stop. So the goal after the first class is we want to set our goal to have the first two complete. So the storyboard part of this, and we want to have the ideation part. So 1 and 2 is what we want to have complete. Okay. So that'll put us at a total of about, if my math is correct, what would that be? About 25% done, I believe. Okay. So about 25% completion is what we're looking for this first class period. Okay. And that'll be this screen recording, just information about what the expectation is for this next course, which is not in CodeHS. This is a standalone course. We're looking for the first two to be completed. All right, thanks.